Hello and good morning to the Coffee with Christine show. I am so excited that you are here today. Today is episode number 29, Wisdom Wednesday, and it is October the 26th of 2022. And today we are going to be talking about Abraham Hicks. I love sharing wisdom from the greats and the founders of the movement of manifesting and law of attraction and all that. If you are new here, I want to welcome you with the warmest welcome you're probably ever going to get from a podcast. My name is Christine and I am a master life coach, and I do this podcast to help women who are working moms, entrepreneurs, and I help them understand that self-care is so important to what they're doing and how they're doing things. And it's going to help you learn how to manifest the life of your dreams and help you live the life that you deserve without feeling the guilt about putting yourself first. So I love to start off, put that down without spilling it. I love to start off my podcast by pulling a tarot card to set the intention for the day. So today, the card is going to be the Hierophant. And here, let me show you. So the card represents, it's number 5 in the major arcana, and it varies from the Game of Thrones. As always, I'm using my Game of Thrones deck because I find the visuals and the artistry on it so profound, so moving, and I get a better read by doing these cards. So the Hierophant is a seeker of intelligence and a seeker of wisdom, right? And he represents guidance, and he represents knowledge and foresight into how to best rule the world of the 7 kingdoms. What is best for the realm? And when you're seeking guidance, that's always what you want to take into account. What is best for you? What is best for those in your life? And what is best for everyone around? What would the best outcome be for everyone involved? And so as we're looking at this today, he is number 5, which also represents the throat chakra. So speaking your wisdom, seeking guidance, asking for help. So as you're moving throughout today, let's focus on wisdom and guidance and finding it in places that maybe we wouldn't normally look. All right. Now, I would love to know what you are sipping. I had to resort to, Folgers, because I'm out of my Quackers coffee, but I'm still sipping on the oat milk, the Planet Oat Milk, and it's delicious. So that's what I'm sipping on today. Tell me what you're sipping. What's in your cup? So today we're going to be talking about Abraham Hicks. And Abraham Hicks is one of the core founders and the 4 masters, essentially, of law of attraction, The Secret. And that's really how they became well known. Was I think Rhonda Byrne wrote The Secret, and they were in The Secret. But they've been around for a while. Abraham Hicks has been around since the 80s. So they kind of sort of know a little bit about what it is to connect to source energy. Now, according to Abraham Hicks, source energy is the one God energy that connects all of us. And it's within us, and it's within all living things. And as we are moving throughout our day and throughout our lives and we have the ability to connect to this source energy. And what happens is when we feel bad, when we're having thoughts that upset us, or we feel like bad things are happening to us, all that's doing is showing us that we are disconnected from that source energy. Now, source is also known as God. It's also known as Allah. It's also known as life force. It's also known as God force energy. It's also known as universe. So there's so many different names and different ways to classify source energy. So if I talk about source, or if I talk about your inner being is an off branch of this God source energy. And I firmly believe this because I feel like there's something so much bigger than all of us that is a piece of us, like a branch of a tree. And it's beautiful to see that nature is also very symbolic of this offshoot of life. You know, you guys have heard the tree of life, right? I'll show you guys an image in a few minutes. But when we separate ourselves from our source energy, we don't feel good. We feel bad. So that's how you know that you've managed to cut yourself off accidentally from your source energy. And all you have to do is find a way to feel better to reconnect. So let's go into how we connect. So how we connect to our source energy is honestly, it's as individual as you are. You know, some people like to pray. Some people I love to color. Some people will go for drives. Some people go and sit in a quiet nature park. Other people have to be in a busy place. It depends. Whatever feels best for you is how you connect to your divine. Now, one of the things that I've always noticed, especially when I'm doing a meditation or a guided meditation practice, when I connect to my source energy, I get a whole bunch of chills throughout my body, and it like from my base up. And it is such a good feeling, like, ooh, well, there you are. And for me, it's something I can't deny. For me, in that moment, I am connected to something bigger than myself. And it allows me to understand and actually view things from a different perspective. Well, now that I'm connected to source, how would source look at this person or this situation? And it's fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to do that because it allows you to take that into account. And I am an empath to a certain degree. I will always feel for you. My heart will always bleed, but sometimes there is the ability to shutter that. And it might make me come across as selfish, or it might make me come across as cold. And it's me viewing things from a different perspective, me trying to take an outside point of view on the situation. And that's something that I've been learning about myself, is that I do have the ability to really see things from every different angle, and the desire to want to see things from every different angle. So that's why for me it's important. I feel like it's important to connect to source energy. You know, you are able to get a different connection. You are able to look at things from a different perspective, but you are also able to listen to your inner guidance. And that is so profound in today, because we've gotten so used to listening to other people and valuing other people's guidance, listening to other people's words of wisdom over our own. And where does that end up leaving us? We make decisions that we might not normally have made, but we were following the guidance and tutelage of someone else instead of trusting our own gut instinct, so to speak, our own inner being. So what to expect? What happens when you get into a habit of connecting to your source energy? Because this is the topic that we're talking about this whole week, is connecting to your higher power. What do you expect? You can expect challenges to come up that are going to force you to have more clarity in certain situations. You can expect to feel happier and lighter and supported. And you can expect to be able to start viewing things just a little bit differently and with more compassion. And I think that honestly, that's something that the world needs a whole lot more of, is compassion and love and insight. And I think that if we're able to connect to our source and our higher power and allow that to feed us and guide our actions through the day, there's going to be a lot more love and a lot more compassion to go around to the rest of the world. And that's such a good way to make an impact to others. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Now, if your spiritual practice is something that you really want to add in, maybe it's you want to start doing Bible study, or you want to start waking up a few minutes early and reading a passage out of either the Bible or your favorite motivational book. I don't have my book here with me today. My uncle had sent me the Tao, and so I've been trying to read it a little bit each day and look through the verses and see which ones resonate with me. If you want to do that every day, I do have a way to incorporate that into your day where it's not going to take that much time. I want you to go ahead and download the workbook. It's a free workbook. It helps you work through your goals. It helps you work through what obstacles are going to come up for you, and it helps you build an action plan and your to-do list based on that action plan. The cool part is the action plan takes less than 15 minutes a day. It takes you just as long as to write out your to-do list the night before or that morning. And then it's up to you to implement all the tasks that you wish to do. But it allows you to balance all key areas of your life. So each time you mark off a to-do checklist or put a check mark next to that to-do, you've done something in one area to move forward in your goal. And it allows you to build on that each and every single day. Now, I do want to let you guys in on a secret. Yesterday, I was supposed to do a lot of videoing. I was supposed to do a lot of work. I didn't. I rested. And for me, taking that rest time was much more important than checking off my to-dos. And that's really the beauty of this system, is that you can miss a day. You can miss a few days if you need to, because what if you end up getting sick? There's a flexibility to this to-do list that allows you that freedom to still be able to pursue your goals, still be able to grow, even if you miss some time or you miss some marks. I love this system. It's the one that I use every single day. So download the workbook, get started on your goal setting. We're coming up to the end of 2022. 2023 is really right around the corner. So if you want to start taking charge of your personal growth, your emotional growth, your business growth, we focus on everything, because life isn't just about success, it's about balance too. Sacred Life List helps you balance everything. So highly recommend it. Download the workbook. Workbook's free. Get started there. Okay. All right, my dears. I hope you go and have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily dose of love and caffeination. Make sure you like this podcast, share it, and invite others to the podcast group. I'd love to have more people building the community. I love you all so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.